All right, that is what we're making. All right, so now you just saw me make the notches for the joint. It's I think it's the right way. For the pike I made, I didn't realize it until like after I made the video and uploaded it, because I got a comment from a dude who was super helpful. I'll put his name right now, but he was just super helpful. He had a bunch of information about stuff on making baits. I didn't realize I like kind of cut it the wrong way. It just, my brain didn't think about that when I was cutting it. But now that I have just that where the joint's gonna be, I'm just gonna quickly carve this out. Not carve it out, but just cut out the shape of the lure. All right, there we are with the shape all carved out. Next what I'm gonna do is just carve along those lines. There it is all roughed up. I'm just gonna do the other side and then sand it so you guys don't bother seeing all that stuff. There it is all sanded down. Looks pretty good. One thing we're gonna do really quickly is put the eyes in it. Put the eyes in it. And here's the next actual step, and that is gonna be all those have to be turned into Lexan. Make them. I'm just gonna make them. This process is so long and tedious. All I really do is glue them, cut them out, and clean them up. You guys don't really need to see that. I'll just show you them when I have them cut out at least. I'll show you me cleaning them up. There it is. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Alright, so we got all of them in the shape and they're all cleaned up and they're all out of there. Only thing I'm gonna do now is the detail I put on these. Looks alright. Alright, I'm gonna do the rest without you guys having to watch. There they all are. So really we have all the Lexan pieces cut out. Next, I'm gonna do the gills because I need to figure out how I'm gonna put everything in this little bit. If anything, I should have made this a little bit bigger. It's carving. I'm gonna clean it up and sand it down. Do the other side, and we'll go from there. All right. I am tired. My dog was pregnant and gave birth last night, and I was up all day yesterday. But got all the gills carved out. The next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna get the slots for all the pieces, these pieces, and then soon we'll cut it in half and get the joint together. Like, that might look a bit short now. It still looks fine, but I didn't account for the hardware, which is gonna probably pull out another quarter of an inch, not quarter of an inch, but it's just gonna pull it out a little bit. So. Did a little bit of fine tuning, but got it. Looks like I have to shape this down a little. I do that with just sandpaper. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. See, I don't know if I can make this I want this to be a topwater wake bait, so it needs to crawl. I don't know if I can do that on a bait like this without, it's kind of narrow. I don't know if it'll grab enough water to flop around top without me putting in like a lip, which I have cut out. I would rather not put a lip in this thing, but I just don't know. I've never made a bait like this. I have no idea what I can do for it. But next I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the top fin. It's gonna be jointed, same way the tail was. Yeah, just the top one. I was thought about joining the bottom one, but bottom fins don't care. It's the top ones that are cool. But I'm gonna just Dremel it out, figure out how I'm gonna get this in there, then probably split it, or just while it's in one piece, get the rest of the hardware in. I'll probably split it. We'll see. Okay. Got it in place. It's looking pretty good. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split it, I think. I think that'll be the next thing I do. Alright, fairly clean. Got a little scuffed up there, but I'll sand that down. Alright, lead hole. That should be enough. I don't need enough. I literally just need it to sit upright. Alright, I'm gonna start heating my lead pot up. Actually, no, I'm not gonna start heating it up yet. I'm gonna put in the last fins and stuff and such. I think for this one, I'm gonna drill a hole and have the hook go through the hole on this thing. I'll try it, see how it looks, see how it feels more. Because if it feels like it's just gonna come out and break, then I'm probably not gonna do it like that. Focus. All right, there it is. All the joints work pretty much perfectly. All the hardware fits. I need to get lead in it. It is super back heavy because of all the hardware in the back. I might just first put lead only in the front because I could tell this thing's sinking back first. So I might just put lead in the front to equal it out, and hopefully with the hooks, it'll just sit on the water how I need it to. Maybe I'll put like a little bit of lead back here, but not nowhere near as much as up here. Up here, I'm pretty much gonna fill this to the brim. All right, lead time. There it is. Only hope we got it. Please don't sink. Please don't sink. Please don't sink. It says on top, it's a hard enough floater. It does sit a little one-sided, but it's not bad. All right. That's pretty good. Hopefully, it shouldn't once I get the clear coat on. Maybe I'll take a little bit of lead out. Yeah, I'll take a little bit of lead out because I have to fill this hole back up, and I know once I do that, it'll be heavy again. So I'm gonna take a little bit of lead out, like barely anything. Okay, lots happening. Where did I put it? Unjointing this. This will not just sit in it. Yeah. So pretty much, I put it in the water, and I saw that a couple things should happen. The top thing shouldn't be jointed just because when it flops, it weighs down the top of the bait, causing it not to want to flop back. I had to put a big lip in it to make it work. So that's happening now. This, I'm just cleaning it up. Remove the line tie. Pretty much right now I'm just cleaning up. I'm gonna put baking soda on the cover up the lead holes, and then I need to figure out how to get the rear hook hanger on here because there's no space because I put the under thing, the under fin. All right, there it actually is. I'm gonna have to take it apart to put on the whatever this stuff is, mid coat, the mid coat, just for the paint. It's all cleaned up as best as I could do. I had to put a big lip off the front. Didn't like it, but had to. This is no longer jointed. It's just gonna be glued in, as well as, well, same thing with this one. If I would have changed something, I would have made this. That fin keeps falling out. I would have made this the jointed one and this not jointed, just because this is on top. When it would flop, like how this thing does, it would flop over, weight down, and it just like sputter on top. Ready to paint. They're both sealed. Fins are ready to paint. Everything's sanded. All that stuff. And first thing we're gonna start with is a coat of white. There they are with the yellow on them. So I forgot to show it, but when I did the yellow, I put yellow on these. Now, one thing I'm gonna do is literally just hit the edges with blue. That's too much. Alright, now I'm gonna put the blue on the bait, mainly in the gills, and then a little bit of a line over the body in the middle. I got the green in the brush, and this stuff, all I'm gonna make sure I am is really careful to not overdo it. Really, all I needed to do is go here, go up and around, but not a lot. That's literally perfect. That's like all it needs, not a lot. Time for scales. Well, right now, all I'm doing right now is I'm gonna hit the bottom with silver and the top with gold. Super lightly though. I'm gonna freehand and try my best not to ruin this whole bait. Lines going down. I mean, looks pretty good. I think the only thing I would change is maybe put more of the brown. It looks nice. Oh my gosh. Okay, there it is, all completed. Soon we get out to the water, you can see some action of it. It looks pretty dang good. All right, here we are at the lake or pond. Here we are on this gloomy, cloudy, kind of cool, windy-ish day. Pretty much imagine a day that's not going to be good for topwater. And I brought a topwater lure here. But anyway, we're going to still try. Here is the lure. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty nice. Let's walk down to a spot where I can see if I can test the action out. Because there's muck everywhere. Hopefully this thing... Hear that? Alright, anyway, hopefully this thing does the waking action I want it to. Alright, we can say it right here. There's a bass right down there. I wonder if you guys see him. Alright. It does not seem to be working. Oh, never mind. It works. Let's see it on a long cast. Holy crap, this thing's scary to cast. You know what? That thing looks wicked. That thing looks exactly how I wanted it to. There's bass going underneath it right now. Okay, I'm gonna save you from the 1, 2, 3, 4 hours of recording. I went 2 days fishing with this, got only one bite. It wasn't too, the days I went were really good for fishing, and this bait's just, it's made to be a looker, not a catcher. But it looks great. It worked amazingly. Genuinely, the action on this was 7 times better than like the pike. The pike, probably, to me, the pike looked better. No, this looked better. This has better look and better action, but to me, the pike holds special place in my heart just because I love pikes. But this had an amazing action. If you look closely, that white, like film stuff, I don't know what it is exactly. My guess is it's super glue when it gets wet. But the thing worked great. Even with these massive hooks. I mean, what just happened was the hook got stuck, but that didn't really happen when I was fishing with it. But no, never really got any fish action on it, unfortunately. But I'm not gonna be disparaged. I'm not gonna throw this one out like the pike. I'm gonna just put it on my shelf because it looks great. Well, actually, I'm not gonna take the hooks off yet. I'm gonna keep the hooks on because I plan on just a little special announcement, a little bit of news. I have a trip to Wisconsin in July, where I'm gonna go fishing for like 4 days, and I'm gonna bring a bunch of baits for me to fish with. And with that, I'm gonna bring the bluegill, I'm gonna bring the pike, I'm gonna try to get fishes on those, and then I have a bunch of baits just in my room right now. Here. That I made this a while ago, but I'll fish with that there. And then a little sneak peek at my next video. Just a little bunch of jerk baits. So let's go ahead and wrap up with the bluegill. Worked great, looks great. Looks, in my opinion, looks better than the pike. Works way better than the pike. The pike was just a great old big swim bait. This is just a topwater crawler, which looked great. But yeah, I think that's it. Nothing else I need to say. Thanks for watching. See you later.